Alright guys, we have a review here of the EasySMX X10 controller with mechanical buttons and Hall joysticks, guys. So this is a really exciting product, just released. EasySMX has really come a long way in this space. I remember reviewing stuff for them a couple years ago when they were relatively unknown, but these days they are beginning to become bigger, and I'm all for it. I really recommend EasySMX technology. They have some fantastic products, and I'm sure this one's going to be no exception. So there's a couple of things about this that I really like. For $50, it has compatibility with every console pretty much you can think of, whether it's PS5, Xbox Series X, Steam Deck, Nintendo Switch, which is a big one because Nintendo Switch has always been the one that seems to be hard to get sometimes, and obviously PC and Android and stuff like that. But yeah, so this thing is really compatible with everything, guys. It has a large feature set. It comes with a 1000 milliamp hour battery. It has swappable magnetic faceplates. It has full-size mechanical buttons on the back. It has a 6-axis gyro motion control, which is for the Switch. You can transition between platforms very easily with this thing. It has 2 programmable back buttons, guys. This is their premier product now. This is going to be their flagship, so I'm expecting big things from them. And in the past, you know, they've always done a great job. They have some really cool marketing as well. I'm going to give you a link to their website as well because I think it's important to showcase the company's website when they send you something for review. So without further ado, guys, let's open this thing up. I am very excited, I have to say. At about $50, you're essentially competing with, I know Razer has something in this space. I know Hyperkin does as well. You know, and I don't quite know the pricing offhand, so I'm not going to say there's no competition. But I have to say, this feels a lot more premium than anything else I've ever felt in terms of controllers that can do all the consoles at once. So I must give them credit for that. There's a lot to like here, guys, and here's all the different sides here, including the back as well, which kind of has the same feature set list that I was talking about before. But let's open this thing up, guys. I am going to be testing this unit with the Nintendo Switch. If you're wondering, I'm going to be playing some Warface on Nintendo Switch, if you're wondering. So here we go. Here is the instruction manual. It looks very simplistic, which I always like. I'm loving this instruction manual. It feels really nice in the hand. It feels like it's actually well made and stuff like that. It's good to see instruction manuals, considering these days, and sometimes companies will be like, oh, scan the QR code. But no, this is a full instruction manual, which I always appreciate. You know, a bunch of pages. There is a QR code on the back, but it's not like you have to use a QR code. You have a physical instruction book. You also have a USB receiver, and I'm sure this is for probably things such as a Nintendo Switch, because the Nintendo Switch, you know, it doesn't have native Bluetooth. Yes, you can use a Bluetooth receiver using USB-C on there, but there's no native Bluetooth on the Nintendo Switch. I don't know why. It's stupid. I hope the Switch 2 or Switch Pro has it. So you'll need to use this thing right here, right there, to adjust the Nintendo Switch, or adjust this to work with the Nintendo Switch. So just keep that in mind, guys. You will need this for if you have a Switch. Let's take a look at the actual controller. So this is pretty much a carbon copy of an Xbox One controller or Xbox Series X controller. I mean, I get why they're doing this, because I mean that's always been probably the best console controller ever made. It's probably been the Xbox Series X or the Xbox 360 controller, although this is definitely more like the One and the Series X than the 360. But really, those two controllers have always been the preeminent gaming controllers, and I do have an Xbox in my closet. I don't really play it anymore, but my controller has been kind of damaged over time, so I kind of wanted to get something that would work better than the standard one, and also at the same time have something for my Switch, because, you know, right now I'm using the Joy-Con setup, and while it's fine, I mean, you know, you can't tell me that this is not going to be a better experience, guys, with a much longer battery life too, I would imagine. So, you know, you have your home button there, you have all the mechanical keys right here, you have the B, you have brightness in the middle there, you have S there as well. Then if you look at the back, guys, you have 4 buttons here, very standard, all mechanical, and you have 2 programmables right here. I don't typically utilize these in the back here. I'm not a true gamer, maybe, but you know what? That's okay. I'm okay with that. Then you have a USB-C charging right there, and remember, it has that 1000 milliamp hour battery, so you should be okay for plenty of gameplay and stuff like that. You know, let's just see what else comes in the box before we continue here. You have a nice braided nylon USB-C. This appears to be at least 6 feet tall, or 6 feet long, I mean, because I can tell it's about the same length as my wingspan. So this is the cable right here. and it makes it nice and easy to do that. Like I was saying before, guys, you get upgradable plates for this thing. It comes with a plate already. I mean, the color itself is nearly identical. You know, this is silver and this is white. I mean, I have to be honest with you, it's pretty much the same. I mean, I'll pop it on there because I know some people are big into these things. I could see why if this was a much cooler design, you know. But yeah, I mean, this design is not the coolest, I have to say, the one that they give you. It's just pure white. It's possible, is there a plate on this already? Is that what's going on right now? Sorry, I'm not the best when it comes to this. Yeah, so there's already a plate on here. So this is, so let's go through the process of kind of taking off the plate. Honestly, I mean, that was pretty easy. So this is what the default one looks on the inside. And then this is what the programmable one or the upgradable one. So let's stick this one, guys, on. Let's stick this one on. And, you know, we're going to pop it in here. I have to say, it was quite easy to do. Fairly simple, I have to say, which is always nice. And now the controller is now done here. You know, I have to say, I don't think this color is particularly natural looking. I don't think it was meant to have this plate on. I mean, yes, it's nice to have the option, but at the same time, I don't think this is necessarily a natural fit. If you were to ask me what color I wanted better, I mean, considering the buttons themselves are silver, I mean, I think it's just natural to want to have the OG case on here. But at the same time, I mean, you can't knock them for trying, guys. You know, you gotta give respect where respect is due. It's nice to see that. And then you have the two little pieces here on the side as well. So same thing, you would kind of peel them off and throw them on there. But you know what? I'm gonna leave it alone because I don't really care to use it. But there's the other piece in there as well. So you have these two in here, then you have the middle piece here. So I have to be honest, the box it's concise. No space was wasted in here. They're not giving you a million things. There's a little happy or unhappy guide there. So if you want to give your opinions to them, you can. Although at this point, EasySMX is becoming a brand name in this space. Soon they won't need to do such a thing anymore. It reminds me a little bit of OnePlus. I know maybe it's a little bit of a over-exaggeration, but OnePlus really started from humble beginnings, really focusing on the consumer. And they became big time over time. And I think EasySMX, with the quality they provide you with, I don't see why they can't be big time as well, man. I mean, honestly, this packaging is well done. Everything they do is just very well done, and they also innovate in the space too, you know. So we're gonna move on to part 2, guys. I'm gonna plug this into my Nintendo Switch. Obviously, you're gonna plug it into the dongle of the Switch because the Switch itself, there's no USB-A ports on there. It's only a C. So let's get the Switch kind of set up here. I'll check back with you in a moment. Let me get the game going, and we'll kind of test some gameplay with this thing. So I'll see you guys in a little bit later. While I get my game set up here, I do want to also mention on the back here, the different consoles, guys. I need to explain to you how you configure for whichever console you're doing here. So when you move it all the way to the right, when you move it all the way to the right, and maybe your left on your screen here, that's the Nintendo Switch. If you move it one this way, that's going to be 2.4 gigahertz through the USB receiver. Then the next way is wired, so if you can do it wired through a USB-C cable. And then this mode here is Bluetooth. So keep that in mind, guys, that, you know, it's not necessarily the clearest thing. This is not in the instruction manual. I have to say that now. And it's a little bit disappointing, but it's not in the instruction manual. I had to go to their official website and look this up, but that's where you would find that type of stuff. So we're going to turn it back to Nintendo Switch, just so you can see. That's exactly the Nintendo Switch mode. So keep that in mind, guys. Yeah, so I just want you guys to be aware of that as we wait for the game to, you know, to fire up here. There's a couple other interesting things. You can adjust vibration here at the bottom here. You can actually adjust the intensity of vibration. So I will try that, and we're going to see, you know, if that does anything cool. The controller gives you a shake. There's no easy way to illustrate this, but as you move up, it will shake more or less. So it's kind of cool. I like that. It gives you some nice feedback, you know, and I really am a fan of that feature. I think that's a really cool feature, guys. So my game is pretty much started up now at this point. I'm happy I was able to show you that. And also, button 18, the one right next to it, is called Turbo Mode. So Turbo Mode is kind of cool. It's kind of like other controllers in terms of how they do Turbo Mode. Basically, if you want to do it where you hold down A, right, and it's a continuous trigger, you can do that. You can do automatic autofire, manual autofire, cancer autofire, all using the T plus A button. And then you hold down A after that to get a continuous gunfire going. So I don't really care for all those different things, but the vibration thing is pretty cool, so I do want you guys to be aware of that. And yeah, my game is ready to go, so I'll meet you guys back here in a moment, and we're going to jump right into some Warface gameplay. See you in a sec. Guys, so we are here, playing Warface, and we're going to get some kills here. We're going to have some fun. I mean, I have to be honest with you, this angle was pretty extreme, so, I don't know how well I'm going to do, but I just want to show you that it's certainly possible to play using this controller. The sensitivity definitely needs to be adjusted, though, I have to say. I mean, sensitivity is definitely off because this is a different type of controller. So I'll probably have to play with it at a normal angle on my own. Like, yeah, it's really... Ooh, yeah, it's bad. But I know using an actual controller compared to, a Switch Joy-Cons, long-term speaking, it's going to provide a much better experience. I see a guy up here. Let me see if I can kill this guy. Oh, he killed me. I gotta get one gotta get one kill on camera. But while I play, let me get some of my closing remarks on here so far. So really, obviously my reviews are always kind of like quick little peeks at products, and I don't always go the most in depth. I kind of give a layman's perspective on the things I review. But I have to say, this controller is very easy to set up. The feature set is immense. It is absolutely immense. And honestly, the presentation of the product too is also really good, and the price is fair, only $49.99. I mean, I think this is a buy. Honestly, I don't know what else you can ask for a third-party controller that's compatible with every console. Bluetooth, USB receiver, wireless, Nintendo Switch. Whatever it takes, this controller does it all. So yeah, guys, my overall opinion is this is a great product. If you do want to buy it, I'll have an Amazon link down below. I'll have an international link down below. And I will also link you to their site as well. So that's EasySMX.com pretty much. Ooh, almost had a kill. But EasySMX.com, I definitely recommend you check it out. They make great products like this. And I've been working with these guys for years now, and I've always enjoyed the stuff they sent me over the years. So yeah, definitely be sure to check that stuff out. Otherwise, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, favorite, put on the notification bell, and turn off the ad block. All that stuff really helps me out. And otherwise, guys, that's really all I have to say about this product. And make sure if you want to see this video for free, without any ads, if you don't like ads, check out my website. It's pbosonline.com, where you can see this video and every video I've ever made for free forever. And it definitely supports me as well. So really hope you guys enjoy this video. This product is awesome. Thank you and bye.